Hello everybody and welcome to Season 2, Episode 1 of Between the Sheets with Pamela. I'm sorry the vlogs have been so few and far between, but I actually took a holiday this year. Amazing but true. Plus, I also have been rather busy promoting Things Unseen. In fact, I did quite a fun interview at the SABC this morning, which is why I'm recording the vlog now because I still have all the makeup on my face.
You've got lipstick on the end of your nose.
Your professionals, eh?
Does it still there? It's pleasure. Now you've got like a little red spot on. Do I need to? Oh no, I'm smudging it everywhere.
Mark and Irene, thank you to Helen Holyoke for getting me beyond Bolton Road. I don't travel often. So I nearly made a mess up today because I actually thought today's lunch was at 2 and I was sitting having my toenails painted and my publisher phoned me and said, so I'll pick you up in 30 minutes. And I went, well, I thought it was at 2. She said, no, we're going to be there at 12:30. So I said, oh, manicurist, hurry up, we've got to go. And also then I just had to dash out quickly because I had to do an interview on SAFM. So, you know, thank you to the lady in the art shop next door because I was just bellowing into my phone. Patches? Her voice was high-pitched. I hope you're not in the cupboard again, you naughty cat. She was nervous. That pleased him. Gave him the burst of power he needed. He pulled with all of his strength. Finally it slid out. Hello? He stepped into the light and raised the cup. What are you doing here? He didn't reply. He just brought the club down on her head as hard as he could. She wasn't even surprised. That's what really got to him. He hit her again, harder. Blood and bits of flesh splattered all over the wall. He hit her again and again, even after she was still. When he was done, he tossed the club aside. It clattered on the floor. He knelt next to her, lifted up her dressing gown and tugged her underwear down. He froze. Someone was watching him. He looked up. The cat was staring at him with large, unblinking eyes. He picked up the golf club.
Joining us now in studio is the author of the book Things Unseen, as well as the scriptwriter and the editor of Movango, Pamela Power. A very good morning. It's an honor to have you in studio.
You make it sound so good. I want to read it.
Pamela, first and foremost, tell us about this particular book, because your first novel, Misconception, comes highly recommended, but what made you decide to write this particular book?
I think because I like reading psychological thrillers. So I sort of thought, after Misconception, I thought, well, how hard can it be? Let me take a bash at writing a psychological thriller. Of course, you know, how hard can it be? It actually is quite hard. But it's very similar to my work as a TV writer, where you have to really track all the threads. So continuity is a big issue. So I think my TV writing helped me there.
Your book explores the sinister side of domestic violence in the country. Why did you decide to focus on this particular societal issue? Is that a problem that we have in our country, you think?
It's a huge problem. And I think what I wanted to explore was also how it occurs in very well-to-do houses where people are, you know, trying to project this image of having a perfect life, and it's not quite the case, as you see in the book.
Give us the storyline. What can people expect?
Okay, that's always a difficult one. You know, I did an interview with Shadow Twala where between the two of us, I think we actually gave the entire plot away. So let me try not give away any spoilers. So it's basically, it concerns Emma, who works as a publicist for a ballet company, and she is married to a very successful gynecologist, Rick, and they live in a very nice suburb in Johannesburg, Westcliff. And yeah, they're at a university alumni dinner. Emma's very uneasy. She can't get hold of her mother. She phones the security company, you know, what's happening, blah, blah. Gets home and finds that her mother has been beaten to death. It looks like it might be a sexual crime. The police are called. They think that the gardener is missing, and the gardener is called Surprise, and he's from Zimbabwe. I grew up in Zimbabwe, so I wanted to bring a little bit of those elements, the xenophobia and stuff, into it. And yeah, they assume it's an open and shut case. Surprise did it, that's it. But Emma's convinced he didn't. She knows him. He never would have done that.
I am so grateful to everyone who has read and reviewed Things Unseen. I got contacted by an agent because of your fabulous reviews. So big thank you, guys. Please don't forget to review it on Amazon if you haven't done so already. A one-line review is absolutely fine. A one-star review
not so much. Now, just a little recap of some of the books that I read while I was on holiday. I thoroughly enjoyed The Beautiful Dead by Belinda Bauer. It's a tight psych thriller with a very interesting serial killer. Belinda grew up in SA, so I count her as one of us. If you haven't read Rubbernecker and The Facts of Life and Death by her, you should. They're great. Other recommendations: This is a Story of a Happy Marriage by Anne Patchett. It's a collection of essays on love and loss and writing, what it means to be an author. Absolutely fabulous. Really, highly recommend it. Also, Maria Semple's Today Will Be Different. If you haven't read her novel, Where'd You Go, Bernadette? You must. She has a totally wicked and wacky sense of humor. Right, so that's basically it for this week. I'm going to end off with this insert by the absolutely fabulous Rami Trainee, aka Hamotso on Mubango, and the author of We Kiss the Sun and Embrace the Moon. She has some great book recommendations. Yep, so enjoy, and don't forget to read essay.
No makeup, no crew, no multicam, and no pajamas. Bad idea, but here are my books quickly. Happiness is a four-letter word by Cynthia Jelly. The Dry Tears of a Bleeding Child, Dumelo Moleleki. The 30th Candle, Angela Makolwa. Men of the South, Zuki Swawona. The Hairdresser of Harare by Tendai Huchu. The Polygamist by Sunyati. And of course, We Kiss the Sun and Embrace the Moon by me, Definite Musket. And what's 2016 without the scandalous, the cliffhanger? Need to get that one as well. Still to get Trevor Noah's Bonnet Crime, Things Unseen by Pamela Power. The other books, oh, my kids steal my books. Pleasure by Ntike Mukele, Affluenza by Nick Mklongo, Sweet Medicine by Panache. The list is endless and endless, but since we don't have time, I have to stick with that. But those are my books for this year, and we hope to read a whole lot more next year. Bye.